All right, you're welcome to Actor Rubens Foundation. Please don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and comment. It's a serious matter. It's a very, very serious matter. Now we'll be looking at natural disaster. What happened during and after natural disaster? For instance, we take flood and fire. Though we'll be focusing much on flood because the thing is really, it has really affected Nigeria and Cameroon, some part of Cameroon and some part of, states in Nigeria. And people begin to ask questions. This natural disaster, does it mean that it's really God that, allows this to happen that way? That's what people are really, asking. And a lot of things happen. So what really during this process, you will find out that a lot of people died. Life were lost. Homes were broken. What I mean by homes, husband and wife, family were broken. Properties were destroyed, property were damaged, and so many things was lost during the process. And we also found out that who are the cause of all these things? They'll begin to ask questions. Is it God and is it human? The answer is, it's not God who caused all this. It's we ourselves. It's the nature of how we're supposed to do things right, which we are not. Now, for instance, especially in Nigeria, we believe that it is the failure of the government who made it to happen that way. Because they felt that if the thing happened, it will not affect them. It will not affect their children because most of their children are not in the country. They are outside schooling and doing all kind of business they wish. So the thing will not affect majorly the less privileged. When the thing happened, so many people don't have who to rescue them. They don't have who to rescue them. You can imagine the old men, old women who will be in the community. When something happened, they will not have anybody to rescue them. So they felt so comfortable. They felt so comfortable. And I call it this high level of wickedness. High level of wickedness. Because you cannot tell me that the responsible government will sit down and information is given to them for years past. Do you know how many billions, how many trillions this country is making every moment, every day, every hour, every second? This country is making a good amount of money. Who they're supposed to come together. It's lack of cooperation, lack of knowledge, and lack of good, governance and good leadership, which they're supposed to put things in order. Just a common thing the Cameroon government asked them to do, and they refuse to do. And a country like Cameroon have done their part. A big country as Nigeria have not fulfilled their part. And you are telling me that we have a good governance. So this video is majorly on those of you, the citizen and the good citizen of the country who meant well for the country. That let us know ourselves. Now let's be careful. Let's know ourselves. Let's know that these people does not mean good for us. They don't mean good for us. They are after their life. They are after their family. Some persons couldn't even care for their family. They only care for themselves. To tell you high level of wickedness. So please, a lot of things happen during this process. A lot of this happen. And so many people are not prepared in this kind of situation. So many people are not prepared. Even if they're prepared, for how long will it continue? Something the government is supposed to put in order, and they refuse to put in order. So we find out that a lot of things happen in this natural disaster. Now he has turned to natural disaster. Meanwhile, is a people who lack coordination caused it. Yes, we know that water is natural. Water is natural. It's created by God. Yes, we know. Why the dam was accumulating and the water is coming, God is aware. We know that God is aware. But God also brought out the idea of how, the water also can be out. God also brought out the idea to some persons. And this person saw the idea, and the idea was not welcome. So please, I'm begging we that are alive. I know that lives, thousands of lives have lost in this flooding. Properties, some family in some years, they will not recover their properties. We could recall 2012, even up to now, up to date, so many families, so many persons are not be able to recover their lost properties. Up to now, so many persons are not recovered, and they have started another race again. And if the care is not taken, if we still have a rough government, if we still have a government that is not well coordinated, if we still have a government that are bound to fail, my dear, believe me, in the next 7, 8 years and 10 years, we will experience this kind of a thing. My dear, you need to really sympathize and be in the shoe of those people that are going this process. It's not easy. You that is seen afar, you might think that they will be talking and the thing is just common. It's not common. It's a serious matter. A level of how the water came, some houses upstairs were covered by the water. My dear, you need to see how these people are suffering. You need to see how these people are suffering. You need to see how these people are suffering. It's not funny, it's serious. And this is not caused by God, it's caused by men who do not fear, who feel that they can do anything at any time and they will get away with it, who never recognize that there's somebody in heaven watching after them. So we that are living and seeing the high level of wickedness this government has shown to us, we are pleading that we should be careful. We should be careful this level of flooding. Now, who is talking about the lives who has been lost? Someone who has not prepared, the family has not prepared to bury, someone has not prepared to die. Because of this, so many persons have lost their life. Property worth of millions, worth of thousands have lost. Goods are nowhere for people to make their daily bread. Because some people, where the water has covered, that's why some persons make their daily bread. So it's very, very painful. See what these people are going through. It's not funny. It's serious. Please, I'm begging you, what has happened in this situation? What happened during natural disaster is not good. Those who know how can prevent these natural disasters, they should try. We should also be careful. We should also be careful. So please, let's be careful. Let's be aware of the kind of government we are having. I know that some responsible government, they will hearken to the voice of the people and they will definitely attend to them. But what this country is after is how something will happen to them and the whole world will sympathize with them. But they don't pray that something should happen to you and people should come and be telling you sorry. Sorry is not your name. But Nigeria have become a country that sorry is their surname. And they are happy with it. Because by the end of the day, they know that the World Bank, United Kingdom, the ECOWAS will gather money for them and they will send for them. And the reason why they send those money to them for them to reach out to the privileged, but they won't. They will squander the money. They will take the money upon themselves. That's what they are after. So they will not attend to them immediately. They will not attend to the less privileged immediately. You will see where individual who volunteer himself. Those individuals who volunteer themselves, these are also the same individual who the country has denied access of employment, have denied access of making wealth in the society. But when a thing like this happens, the first response will always come by individual, which by right, the first response supposed to be from the government. The first response supposed to be from the government. That is where I see a failure of government. So please, let's make things right. Let's make things right. Let's be aware of the kind of nation, the kind of country we are. That's the reason why we are making all these videos. So that you'll be informed, you'll be very, very careful. If someone is telling you that this is your enemy, you know how to go about with him or her. You now be very careful with him or her. So let's be aware of our enemies and be careful so that we will not die at the time we are next expected to die. We'll be entering another one after this video. We'll be looking at some, why they have managed, provided a shelter for them, some prevention, some level of measurements that need to be taken while they have attended to them. So we'll look at it and see how we can, discuss about it and what you need to be doing. Keep on sharing the video and keep on listening, keep on watching, keep on taking our advice, and God will bless you, and God will definitely meet you as a point of your needs. Thank you, and God bless you.